just days after his inauguration, Donald Trump continues to face a wall of resistance. Protesters have been gathering outside the Capitol buildings in Washington and Salt Lake City. And with unrest bubbling away, the new president may struggle to bridge divides, as Caleb Mopan reports.
Last Friday, it was finally supposed to all be over. Trump took the oath, supporters applauded, protesters decried him, buildings got vandalized, some people cried, and now, after a roller coaster election, the country can finally just settle down for 4 years of President Trump. Or can it? Women marched across the country, with many saying they're offended by Trump. A Trump supporter who begged to differ was surrounded by the crowd.
I'm not offended by Trump, and half the country is not offended by Trump. So what about them? What about them? What about the rest of the country that's not offended by Trump?
And guess who was cleaning up after the hundreds of thousands marched against Trump in Washington? A man wearing a Make America Great Again hat. It's only to be expected that people get fired up and angry at political rallies, but now the political angst has taken literally to the skies.
You pretend you have the moral high ground, but you put that man's finger on the nuclear button.
This woman wanted to switch seats because she just couldn't take several hours of sitting next to a Trump supporter. She was eventually kicked off the plane to public applause. Trump's inaugural speech included a call for civilized discourse and constructive debate.
We must speak our minds openly, debate our disagreements honestly, but always pursue solidarity. When America is united, America is totally unstoppable.
But it seems far from united at the moment. Now the question is, what exactly will Trump be able to accomplish in this atmosphere of anger and division? Caleb Mopan, RT.
We discussed the situation with people from both sides of the divide in America.
The people are taking the streets to protect their rights and to advance the causes. There are norms in our society. There are norms in a democracy. This is not an autocracy. He's not the ruler and king.
The people that we saw marching the other day, the people in New York City, the people in Los Angeles, they represent those who live off the rest of us. We need to separate that, let them live off themselves, let us live off ourselves. They just should go their own way. The rest of us should ignore them to the extent we can. Of course, if they're violent, there has to be a defensive reaction.
There is a lot of things that we can agree on, and these are the things that the president should be looking for. He should be looking for ways to make us unite, not divide us as a country.
I think it's excellent that we have the split. I think it's showing everybody that all the notion about, one nation and so forth is just nonsense. This is not one nation, it's multiple nations.
The Electoral College should be trashed. There should be a popular vote. There shouldn't be red and blue. We should be a United States.
There were cases in this country where lots of illegal immigrants voted. And I think some of these people were voting multiple times, too. So did Trump actually lose the popular vote of the American people? I must say I don't think so.